What the heck is the way to create a temporary zero clearance on your table saw? Hola woodworkers, Paul Carlson here, small workshop guy. Let's suppose you're doing an application, you're putting on a new width of a dado stack, and you don't have any inserts that fit that width. And you're going to try to make some sort of a fancy cut where you're holding a piece of wood like this and you're running across the table saw. Well, the last thing you want to do is try to do that where you've got some oversized gap, because you can get down, dip down, very, very dangerous, not comfortable at all doing that. You know, there are ways to turn it around and run it this way, but that might involve changing the setup. And what I'm trying to do here is not change my setup. So what if I needed zero clearance here for this application, and I don't want to order something and wait for it and pay for it? You know, I did order this, and I am using it for this application called the quarter drawer system, but that's because I do a lot of that, so it was worthwhile to me. But what if I didn't want to do that? And what if I didn't own like a fancy throat plate like this that has replaceable inserts, where I could buy a bunch of inserts and then cut exactly the one I needed for that application? That was $122 right there. I think this was from Rockler, and I think that was lockdown fancy one, but I think that was $49 or $69, I forget. Anyway, but my point is, what if I'm in a hurry? I want to do it right now. I'm in the middle of a project. I'm ready to go, but I just realized I can't do that cut with this setup. Well, here's what you can do. Let's suppose that I wanted to have a cut where it's 1/4 of an inch from the fence, 1/4 of an inch tall, and 1/4 of an inch wide. So I got a 1/4 inch wide dado stack on there. I would raise my blade and set my fence, this tall fence, to be 1/4 of an inch from there. Lower my blade, unlock it first, lower my blade below the surface here. I love this set of eye gauging setup blocks. I grab them all the time, pretty much every day. So I got this set at 1/4 of an inch. Now, I don't have the right throat plate, and I don't want to wait for it, and I want to get busy. So with this tall fence on here, and it could be anybody's tall fence, this one happens to be a match fit dovetail groove tall fence, which is nothing more than a rectangular piece of plywood with dovetail slots in the back side of it, and then using dovetail slabs, I can put that over my regular fence and make it taller. And if I wanted one this tall, I can make one that tall really, really easily. All right, so I got the tall fence. I haven't totally locked it down on here yet. My blade's down. I'm gonna lift up that tall fence and put a 1/4 inch MDF or particle board on there. I didn't change my fence. All I did was lift this up and slide the particle board under it. And now I'm going to tighten down my fence, because I don't want it rising up when I cut through there with that dado stack. When you attach tall fences to your fence, make sure you attach them down low. Otherwise, you might be pulling the top over your fence, and then you don't have 90 degrees anymore. To do these kinds of cuts, you definitely want to know that you're at 90 degrees. I keep my little square right there so I can check it. All right, so I've got it secure. I could even secure it more by attaching something over here. All right, so this is down, this is down. We're all looking good, we're nice and secure. Get the table saw turned on, got it on, safety brake is checked, and now I'm just gonna raise my blade. And I wanna raise my blade in increments, not just jam it up, because I only want it to be 1/4 of an inch tall for this application. If I raise it too much, I'll be creating too much gap again, and that's what I'm trying to defeat. So shut that down, work your way up to the 1/4 of an inch. I'm not quite there, so I'm gonna do it again a little bit. Now, if you're gonna do videos, you gotta learn to do proper safety protocol. Sorry about that. You guys don't follow my lead. Do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, get your safety equipment on. So there is a solution for an immediate zero clearance for my application without waiting for my $49 plus shipping or my $122 fancy throat plate, which might be part of my permanent solution. This is my temporary solution. I hope you like these what the heck is tips and things, and always remember, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Small Workshop Guy, signing off. Now I'm not going to go very high because I want to sneak up on 1/4 of an inch. That obviously is not there yet. Yeah. I got another blooper. I just opened that up upside down so they all fell out of their slots. But I love to have bloopers. So anyway, this is 1/4 inch wide.